Welcome to, well, it's not exactly a Sunday service, but it is Sunday. And so I'm looking out over the ocean, I see certain sacred sites, which reminds me that I'm sitting between the masculine and the feminine, or the red and the blue, or the dragon lines, the ley lines. And where I'm sitting is right in the center, which creates a particular type of energy. Today, we're slowing down. We're slowing down to touch into the space. Where we can reset while I'm surrounded by peaks and gateways and sacredness and the magnetic grid, where I sit surrounded in every direction. The mound, a volcano, an expression of the internal expressed externally. Where to my left is the highest point on earth. Breathe. So today, we're going to touch in to pure metaphysics of the partial access versus the full gateway access. And when we're limited by our wound, by our trauma, with only partial access to the gateways and partial reality. This is a significant feature of the healing journey, entering with partial perspective or intense story and drama, the fears. The journey becomes problematic in loops, and it refires. So those of you who have had a challenging morning, day, month, week, year, years, lives. Let us sit today and access the axis, which is the foundation to the structure of self. It's the analysis of the structure of who you are. So dropping into the central axis repeatedly. And for those who have, which all of us do, programming, those with significant or extreme programming, this appears pointless. Programming indicates trauma within the shadow of the dark or the false matrix that isn't even acknowledged. So the mind is the gateway to increasing intelligence, upscaling, up-leveling human potential. So there's this becoming enmeshed in the collective. Practice processes will unlock you from that. The key to the gate. Breathe. I rarely talk of the gates, but it's a significant reason why I'm sitting where I'm sitting. As a gatekeeper of specific gates, yet all gates. And as I said, I'm looking at a physical gate, access point of different consciousnesses. So where we have gateways, there will be either access or no access. Journey is to enter an existence that is complete. Perfection of who we are as sacred human beings becomes reconfigured, manipulated by exchanges with so the destiny, your destiny as a masterpiece of perfection. And yes, you are perfectly imperfect, but immaculate of the purity of unconditional love. Your destiny is the masterpiece of perfection. Each sacred text, each prayer, each gateway ceremony invites the weaving of a human masterpiece of that perfection. So destiny isn't complete. Evolution, accelerator, and complete sacred blueprint. Trauma is often a consequence of not honoring that sacred masterpiece. Trauma is often a consequence. It is the structure, the gateway, the masterpiece that will bring you the peace, P-A-C-E, that finally transforms and frees you. Breathe. So healing requires the multiple challenges to solve as we enter advanced healing, awakening, and presence on this planet. And without this little advancement, without the shadow of the dark or the shadow of the light, that relationship, there's little movement. So we step into the gateways that take us into healing and that movement. We don't reference previous we access. So when the gateway compromise, feeling and experiencing in subtleties of any weakening of our own gates, any compromise of your gateways by others who are not taking responsibility, trauma, the work must go deep, deep enough. It must seal and protect enough so you can stabilize. The program is the beginning of the work, but the precision in which you work technically is critical. Many compromise gateways by holding on to incomplete process or incomplete information. Incompleteness to completeness. So working metaphysically, first mind must be reset so you can comprehend what is possible. Frequency awakens new levels of consciousness, new levels of reality. Drop into this gateway, home of your secret, home to your silence, home to your victories in terms of healing and awakening. Breathe. Stay in the central axis. There is a resetting of your timeline taking place, changing your perception. If perception is not transforming, healing journey will be short-lived. Entering into extremely deep emotional wounds due to the nature of this, where we are, how we are in the world, the sacred exchanges and perception. Do you see your exchanges as sacred texts, prayer, sacred gateway, sacred ceremony? Do you? Do you perceive yourself as sacred text, prayer, gateway, sacred ceremony? Do you? Do you see the sacred masterpiece of perfection? To unlock the completion, the awakening, the mysticism, the sacred reflection. These are some critical questions. The journey is not about the right or wrong path. It's about the profound lesson of that choice, how it demonstrates whether we are completing, or not. Despite our work, despite our spirituality, our religious and cultural backgrounds, we are all experiencing dynamics of evolution on this planet. So we're stepping into emotional intelligence to initiate and involve advanced healing and awakening journey. And so the rite of passage, entering a metaphysical experience, dropping down through the body, brain waves, and recalibration to gift you genuine rite of passage. Not pushing too hard or manufacturing reality in a projection. When you have manifested from ego or collective trauma, there is little life force associated with it. Weaving into place. Weaving so you can turn the page of your most authentic destiny. Gives incredible healing. Breathe. We stand under the stars and the sun and the moon. We are the Trinity and the highest frequency of light. Radical, revolutionary plug-in restores both the serpent, the Kundalini process, sacred protection, sacred love that magnetizes, the kind of sacred protection that is both extraordinary and highly effective. Intensity of real healing. So let us drop into the central axis. Take a breath. And from here, repeated grounding. Step into the central axis. Slow down, stop, be still. Mind is the gateway to increasing intelligence. The mind. Drop down through yourself. Erasing or easing. 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 You drop down into yourself. Focus into where we have gateways. Dropping in. Breathe. Dropping in. Breathe. Dropping in. Breathe. The three minds. Drop into yourself. Lock onto the heart. Establish foundation. Ground into body. Access gateways through central axis. Breathe. Experience. Allow space. Step in. Ease. Honoring. Honoring. Stay in that central axis and let the reset take place. There's a resetting of your time taking place. We're changing your perception. If perception's not transforming, key healing journeys will be short-lived. Allow it. Experience it. Are it. See the sacred masterpiece of perfection. Unlock the completion of the awakening, the mysticism, the sacred reflection. Draw into your axis. Masterpiece. Step inside. Old realities must melt to birth new gateways of reality and timeline. Through the initiation, your own words will magnify in the structure of this work. Recognize and activate the sacred masterpiece of your destiny. Breathe. Align with the universal laws. Feel that moving forward as you align in order and dedication of sacred pathways, gateways, journeys, sacred evolution, the sacred masterpiece of your existence. And allow that as you align time, dimension, evolution, shift, serve consciousness. May the words spoken invoke your reality gateways that are your possibilities. Take a breath. Where you trust that following you may accelerate your acceleration, so nothing is as it appears to be. The initiation. Listen carefully. Listen with your whole being. From that space. Take a breath. Ease enough. Ease enough. Healing will awaken you to your physicality, to your sacredness in every moment. Makes you real, makes your experience real and authentic, genuine. Some integration for you to assimilate your reason for your journey, what brought you here. Come into your own authenticity and think about what has taken you to this place of reality, relative reality. Practice dropping into your central axis throughout the week and prepare yourself to sleep so you can dream miracles and healing into place. So this sharing emphasizes that destiny is a masterpiece and that trauma often comes from not honoring the sacred. And the work is about returning to that authentic timeline through precise protocol, central axis work, and metaphysical adjustments to reset perception and your experience of timeline simultaneously. The weaving, the wound weaving. So So let's just sit for a moment in grace to end. Allow the ocean of eternity to wash, move, flow around through you, me, us. We are-ing in the ocean of eternity. That you are sacred masterpiece of perfection in this state. Allow that reset of your understanding to sacred destiny of masterpiece, immaculate, pure, unconditional love. You are it. Peaceful, easeful, magnificent. No thing, no one, no body has that charge over you. You are eternal, immaculate, remembering, reawakening to the ocean of love and mercy. Breathe, acknowledge, receive, release the fear of not knowing, practice, being with not knowing. You no longer need to know. Let it go, because you are a droplet in the ocean of eternity. You are all of it. Float, swim, allow yourself to experience beyond the relative reality you are used to. We are embodied, grounded, and eternal oceans flow. The magnificence that you are. Receive what you can. If the fear comes in, the shadow of the fear, acknowledge it. Give it a nod. Hey. And practice. Drop into the R-ing of existence. notice through your day where the wounds are still not woven into the matrix of your splendor. Don't judge, just notice and acknowledge there is still some work to be done, some relationship, communion, connection to be had. For it's not work, it's as simple as acknowledging you are the ocean of love and mercy, a droplet from the ocean of eternity. And with that knowing, you are, you are, you are, you are. So, till we meet again, may you remember which is love, for fear is love that's forgotten. Fear is love that has forgotten. So remember, remember, remember all the aspects, all the droplets of the ocean. Each time you meet one, recognize who you are in the reflection and the refraction of their droplet. So open your eyes, experience the shift and state of change, your state of consciousness in your reset in this moment. Thank you for being here. Thank you for journeying. Although I am purely a reflection of your droplet of awareness. May the blessings be. Much love. Much love.